Hey guys, this is question 10 off your test study guide. What we are doing here is finding your resultant vector using x and y components. So this table is set up here to help you organize all your work. So the first steps we're going to do are to find the x and y components of each of these two vectors. Then we'll add them together for each column, and then down here it gives you that reminder to form a new triangle to find our resultant vector. Alright, so to start off with, let's sketch out our first vector. We have 42 meters at 30 degrees south of west. So I know a lot of you, it's helpful for you to draw that coordinate plane. So south of west, you're going to be down here in this quadrant, and that's going to be your angle right here will be 30 degrees. And so to make your triangle is going to be right here. Alright, so this would be your x horizontal, your y is vertical. Alright, so to find your components, you're going to use sine and cosine. So go back to so, ca, and toa just to complete the list. So x here is adjacent or touching our angle, so we're going to use cosine for that. So your magnitude of your hypotenuse in this case is 42. So it's going to be 42 cosine, and then our angle here is 30. And then you just type that right in your calculator. You're going to get 36.37. Now this vector is going to the west here, so we're going to put a negative with our answer. And that negative is there just to tell you that it's going west. All right. For our y component, it is opposite, so it's going to be 42 sine, if my pen will write, 30. And then when you type that in your calculator, you're going to get 21. And since this is going to the south, right here, going to the south, we're also going to have a negative in front of that. So that is a negative with your equals above the equal sign. All right. So we have a negative 36.37 and a negative 21 for that, for those. All right. For our second vector, we have 23 meters at 47 degrees east of south. So we are going to be over in this quadrant this time. And our angle's right here. So we're going to have our triangle here. All right. So our magnitude is 23, and then our angle is 47. And then this is your x is your horizontal, your y is vertical. All right. So your x is opposite of your angle this time, so you're going to use sine to find your x, so it's going to be 23 sine 47, which is going to give you 16.82 in the calculator. And then for your y, since it's touching your angle or adjacent to it, you're going to use cosine, so 23 cosine 47, right? And that will give you 15.69 in the calculator. And then to go back and give you the positive and negatives, since your x is going east, it's going to be positive. Your y is going south, so it's going to be negative as well. All right. So that's all you got to do there. You will have questions on the test that are simply just breaking down x's and y's, but you will have a question like this as well. So your next step is going to be to add up your two columns. So you have the negative 37.37 plus a positive 16.82 is going to give you a negative 19.85. And then when you add up your other column, both those are negatives, so it's going to give you negative 36.69. All right. I'm going to erase some of this to make some room. Maybe. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm having some issues with my iPad. Alright, so your next step is going to create your new triangle from your x and y totals. So I always draw the x first. Technically, it doesn't matter. It will change what degrees you get, but you would tell me the same direction in another way. But if you always draw the x first, then you'll get the answer that I get. So the negative tells you that you're going to go to the west with your x. So I'm going to go over to the west, 19.85. You can now get rid of that negative because your arrow is taking the place of negative. Then you have a negative 36.69 on your y, so you're going to go down 36.69. Right? Your resultant vector is from start to finish, and then your angle is, of course, where you start at. So from here, it's all Pythagorean theorem, inverse tan. So Pythagorean theorem, it would be 19.85 squared plus 36.69 squared. Add that together, take the square root. You should get 41.72. Hopefully by this point in this unit, you can do Pythagorean theorem without a problem. So that is your magnitude. Right? To find your degrees, you are doing inverse tan opposite over adjacent. So that would be tan negative 1, 36.69 over 19.85. And that'll give you your degrees, which in this case is going to be 61.59 degrees. And then to give you that like northwest part, if we were to turn this into a coordinate plane right here, you're in that southwest corner, and you're going below or south of that west line, so it's going to be south of west. So this is your final answer. Okay. So sorry that took a little long to explain, but you do need to know how to do this for the test. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in class or tutoring or shoot me an email. Thanks, bye.